Hi Virgos, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome in all of our videos. Let's see what Spirit has for you. What's next in love? What's coming your way? Let's see what Spirit wants you to know for love, loving energy all around you today, loving messages. Spirit, please share with me for my Virgos. What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear today? I have hope. Absolutely. I am not going to give up on hope. That is the one thing that keeps me alive and going every day. So hope is always with us, Spirit just said. Beautiful. I have friendship, surrounding myself with friends, a little bit of a friend energy just came in. I may meet somebody through someone else, almost like an introduction, or not necessarily your circle of friends, but their circle of people. So for those of you that are looking, it could be a clue as to how this person's coming into your life. I have asking for help. Yeah, asking your friends. So there could be that I mentioned it to somebody that I was single, that I was available, that I was, interested in finding somebody. And all of a sudden somebody says, hey, I think I know somebody that might be interested. They've been single for a while too, and they're having a hard time, just finding people to go out to dinner with or to spend some time with. Bottom of the deck, I have truth. I love that. So I want somebody, I'm going to say true to myself more than anything. Okay. That I'm trying to stay, or you are staying true to yourself. And so therefore you have certain morals and values. You have certain types of things that are important to you, that nobody can cross that line, something like that. You know who you are. You know what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, what kind of energy you would allow in your life and what you wouldn't. Some of you may call it your checklist. Somebody may call it their, I'm not going to settle, things like that. But you do know your truth. So stay true to yourself for sure. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Sun. I have a Two of Pentacles. I have a Seven of Cups. And I have a Knight of Swords. You do have a lot of options. There's people out there that are interested in you. And it is a feeling of, I almost feel like I do have a choice. You always have a choice. But I do feel like you make up your mind about somebody. Like there's a sense of, maybe I've been going back and forth with a certain person. Should I be all in? Should I give this person more energy and more time? Is this person going to turn into something more? So there could be somebody on your mind for some of you already. But I do feel like someone is making up their mind to get this going, whether it's you or them. It's a sense of they've made up their mind. It's a sense of that, they could date other people. Maybe we haven't been exclusive up until now, but there's a sense of, they're going to lose you. You're not an option. They give up their options. They're not going to date other people, something like that. I have an Ace of Swords. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with this feeling of somebody has decided that it just felt like you're the best decision they'll ever make. Okay, so the number one decision you make in your lifetime is who you're going to spend your energy with, because it's so important. It's so this person, if they've been kind of waiting, like they haven't really said, we're exclusive, or I only want to be with you, or I want more. We're getting very close to this person making up their mind that I only want you, is how it's coming into me. So some of you, you might have somebody in your mind hoping for more. And this is kind of the, I don't know, confirmation that this person at some point here is going to say, I do want more. I have a 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like little bit of patiently waiting for them. 7 of Swords. And I have a 3 of Swords. So you could even be thinking, you know, is this person going to break my heart? You know, how much time and energy do I put into this person? They're not, you know, charging forward to be all in. They're either taking their time. You're wondering if they're holding back. You're wondering if their intentions are true. So you might not have as much information about this connection because they must not be sharing what their feelings are just yet. Could be too soon, Spirit said. It's just too soon. We just started talking or we just met. I have a Judgment. I have an 8 of Wands. I have a Star. And I have a 10 of Cups. So there's the feeling of I've got to get to know you first. Once I get to know what I'm getting, it's almost like, what am I getting into? Okay. What am I signing up for? And then I do feel that sudden shift. I do feel that I'm going to say that all the answers to their questions, like you've answered all their questions, you've answered all their concerns in their mind, you know, not necessarily out loud. Anything that they were thinking about or doubting or things that might not work, or how would we make this work? Somehow you've answered all those questions, and we both have decided that this could be really good. You know, there's kind of a process that we go through in the beginning, isn't there? There's this kind of evaluation process that we go through. You know, can I see myself with this person? Do I get along with this person? Do we have a lot in common? Does age matter or not matter? Culture, religions, families, location. I mean, there's just a gazillion things that need to kind of work for both of us. And any one of those things might not work for either of us. So we do use that Judgment card as a test for ourselves of what is it. Not that they're out judging you, not that they're out, you know, not giving you a chance, but they're also at the same time, and you're also at the same time making sure it's going to work. But this feels good, doesn't it? The Star and this 10 of Cups, because I can imagine a lifetime of happiness, they just said. So I'm already thinking that you're the type of person I could be very happy with. I can see us being very happy. So this feeling of imagining my future with you, that's kind of big because we don't do that for everybody. Sometimes we go, yeah, it's nice. They're okay. It's all right for now. Maybe something better will come along. But there's that rare person that comes into our life where like, yeah, I could absolutely see that I could be really happy with this person long term. So I do feel like that's going on. Spirit, please share with me. I have taking action. That just came into me as eliminating the competition, these sharks circling the water. Little bit of, I don't want you to be with anybody else. It's once they make up their mind, you know, there's always that thought that hurts you, that if you're with someone else, it would really hurt me. Doesn't mean that they're tremendously jealous. It's that they would be uncomfortable if you were with someone else. They want to be exclusive. So we are eliminating the competition. Okay. That feels like it's important to them. They don't want you to be talking to other people. They don't want you to be seeing other people. So They've got but that's also a different level of a commitment too. That means that, we're going to spend more time together. We're going to be there for each other. We're going to call each other, this is a couple energy. I have a bubbler crab, creativity. That came into me as fast moving for some reason. There's like the 3 little crabs here, and I just felt this kind of scurrying energy, but it felt very fast moving. It did. It kind of felt like the actions, like they made up their mind and then they acted on it. So it could change on a dime. It could go from we're kind of not knowing where we stand to it's concrete. We both have decided this is what we want. So I did feel that fast movement. That was kind of cool. And then I have this oyster investing. I'm going to invest in you. I'm going to invest time and energy. And I want to, oysters are like, they culture, right? And then they culture that pearl, that one pearl. So I definitely want to invest. So we want the person who wants to invest. We don't want the person who wants to play games or, walks away when they get bored. We want the person to, put in the effort. Spirit, please share with me. I have a King of Wands. I have a 10 of Wands. I have a Knight of Swords. And I have a 9 of Cups. So a couple things came into me. The 10 of Wands was a feeling of, and they do have keywords here, and the keyword on this card is responsibility. And it was, again, going back to, I'm kind of weighing all of the things that could go right or could go wrong in this connection before I commit to that exclusive relationship. I'm definitely thinking, their keyword is practicality with this King of Wands. So I'm definitely thinking clearly. I'm trying to think about my future self. I'm trying to plan ahead, they just said. And then that Knight of Swords has drama. So this person is trying to avoid drama. They could be looking at you as, what am I getting into? And I think a lot of people ask that question, what am I signing up for? What am I getting into? Because I don't need chaos and crazy in my life. I don't want high maintenance. So if you are checking all the boxes with this feeling of, when I'm with you, I feel happy and content. This is better than what I had wished for. It says a wish. And then in the background here is this dolphin energy, which we know is this kind of family, very loyal family and very friendly energy. So this person is starting to see that you really are fulfilling me emotionally and in a very positive and a nurturing way. So this person is starting to realize that we're getting through that phase of, could this work? Okay. I think that is really where we're headed. So we are definitely taking a look at the future. I have a Death card, a transformation, ending something, starting something new. So this person could be at the right time, at the right place. They could have ended a relationship. They could be divorced, whatever. And they are ready for something new, but they want to make sure they know what they're getting into, especially if they just came out of something. And this is like a shipwreck underneath the water. So I just came out of a shipwreck. So the last thing I need is to get into another shipwreck, right? So that's what they're thinking is, I just can't put myself in a similar situation or with the same kind of personality or the same kind of behaviors. It's the person who just got out of a toxic relationship or somebody who is struggling with like addictions or alcohol, who turns right around and signs up for another relationship with another alcoholic. And you wonder, like, why isn't this working? So it's somebody who says, I learned from this mistake, this shipwreck. I think that's funny. This shipwreck. And I'm definitely making sure I'm not putting myself into that kind of situation. And that could be you too. You're thinking like that, like you don't want another shipwreck, like enough is enough. I have balance, peace, and I have a Six of Swords in reverse. So I do want somebody that they said that stands the test of time. I want to be with somebody that isn't just balanced today, isn't just balanced like when you're in front of me in the beginning, acting all normal and acting like everything's fine. I want something that stands the test of time, that this is who they truly are. And this is, who they had said earlier, you walking in your truth. So stands the test of time. That feels good too. That tells me it's long-term. I want something long-term, Spirit. And if this isn't in your life yet, please use any of my readings to help you to manifest the type of energy that you want to attract into your life, and to remind you of what to look for and what to be thinking about as you are meeting new people. So your higher self and your future self will always be happy. So let's see what some loving messages are. Let's try again. I'm not feeling a reconciliation. Could be a soulmates in separation. And in this lifetime, we're meeting again in this lifetime. It's either hot or cold. There's no in between. I'm not interested in casual. I'm not interested in part-time. So this person does have to make up their mind that they only want to be with you, especially if you're intimate with this person. That could be the line that if I'm going to be intimate with you can't be with anybody else. Like that's, rule number one. So something like that is probably what's going on. I have toxic tendencies, but I'm actively healing them. I don't know if I have toxic tendencies with either one of you, but I do feel like you were surrounded by toxic tendencies that needed to be healed. Can I make you mine? I hope you're ready. I do want to make you mine. So that I'm in agreement with. I do want to put this, in writing, so to speak, make it concrete, just agree with each other who we are to each other. I fantasize about a future with you. I'm in agreement with that. I would definitely feel like I am thinking about that. Let's do something we've never done before. Let's have some fun. Let's step out of our own comfort zone. Maybe we go on a trip and we spend some time together. Maybe we spontaneously get in the car and go away for a weekend. Something that adults can do. I call it adult dating. You can do those things when you're an adult. Okay, let's see. I'm not in agreement with this. I only pretend to like you. I'm not in agreement with that. I can't believe you're using so much energy to attract me. I'm already yours. You don't have to work very hard because you just have to walk in your truth, and this person is going to like you. So I'm going to go with that for sure. Can you feel my energy? I reach out to you often. I hope that I hope you feel the same way I feel is coming in. I'm not in agreement with you living your best life without me. So can you feel me? Okay. Can you feel that I care about you? Can you feel that I would like more with you? So I'm going to say that this connection is, if it's not here, then somebody who comes into your life that starts to move in the direction of, I do want more. I do. I want to eliminate the competition. I don't want you to be with anybody else, and I don't want to be with anybody else is really where we're headed. So whether you call it next level love, something like that. That's probably what's going on. So we're going to put this out into the universe, and we are going to ask Spirit to guide you. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your kind comments always. I appreciate all of them. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. I will put all that contact information in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Virgos, and we'll see you again real soon.